Squeaky's on the windowsill, king of the throne. Charlie's got a feather toy, she's in her zone. Doobie's in the kitchen, knocking stuff down. Three cats ruling this crazy little town.
This is how hot it is. Luckily, it's like 3 degrees cooler in my house than it is out there. So I must be doing something right. Oh my gosh. Whew. Guys, how do you people do it? How do people in like freaking Abu Pakistan, India stand do this? Every day? Do you not have winters? I don't know. How do you do it? I have some footage of the cats playing, just because I was using the toilet, and this is where they like to do that, is on the floor. You couldn't hear anything of me. But this is the footage that came, wow, man, I look like I got a perm. It's the footage. Sorry, I keep seeing this, and I'm hoping it's maybe an age spot, maybe it's a blackhead, I don't know. Anyway, it's the footage of them in the Three Cats song that I just posted. And then AI is weird. I feel drunk. I do. It's weird. I feel drunk. Like, I don't even know, man. That's right, Squeaky. You keep them girls in check. Get 'em. Okay, you two. That's enough. That's enough. Hey! Up! 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 That's enough. That's enough, Squeaky. Enough. Enough. No. No more. No. You're done. You're done. Oop, Mama gonna have to clean that up. Good morning. It got up to 94 degrees yesterday. Guess what? It's on its way to doing that again today. It is 81 at 5 o'clock in the morning. So I don't know how much talking I can do. Like, I don't know, I guess it doesn't take very much effort to talk to somebody, but I don't know how much I can do. I'm just laying around with blocks of ice, which is weird because in the wintertime I'm like, I don't like this ice. Ice and snow, yay, my favorite. Not really. I have, and they don't like it, but I have been taking and petting my cats with wet hands. Hi, baby. Come on, baby. Come see me. Hi. And last night, before it got cooled off to 79, Doobie, the baby, was actually sitting there like that. And so I ran her under cool water. She didn't like it. She squirmed a little. She didn't fight like these guys would. These guys, I just discreetly wash my hands and wipe them on them. There's no way in heck Squeaky's going to tolerate me putting him in a bathtub. Or Charlie either. They're like, no. No. Doobie's a baby. She doesn't know any different. But these two, I mean, I could give her baths. I could give Doobie baths right now. I mean, they were giving her baths. So, I mean, she could get used to that. These two? No. There's a fight on your hands when you try to clip their nails, even. So, but that's what I've been doing. And my cold fridge water, matter of fact, I'm going to have to do that. I've got the big tub of water for the fountain. And then I've got about 3 smaller bowls of water. So they can reach it. There's 2 of them on the floor and 1 of them by their cat food. There's always one by their cat food. But I've been checking their water every time it feels warmish. I empty it and put fridge water in it for them. Whether they get it while it's cold or not, I don't know, but it's fresh. They've been hiding and sleeping elsewhere, which is what they do when it's hot. I'm lucky I get to see her right now. Ed, you're lucky I got a shirt on. And that's another thing that until this heat subsides, I may not be vlogging because I can't wear clothes. Sorry. Big secret. Big shocker. It's just too hot. I take dips in the indoor pool. Last night I took a cold bath. It just got so hot that I don't even know how to explain how that felt. And yeah, I had the door open all night. I fell asleep with the door open, and I feel very unsafe. Because all that's in between me and the outdoors is a screen door, and whoever wanted to walk in could have. Even though the screen door's locked, there would have been an effort for them to get in. But it was either that or boiling my own juices. And they were threatening a thunderstorm today, and no, now it's just going to rain about 9 o'clock. And it's just... So anyway, there's my complaints of the day. And my warnings that if I don't talk to you for a while, it's not because I don't want to talk to you, and it's not because I don't want to entertain you. It's because I'm very uncomfortable, and I can't put that on camera. This ain't that kind of show, guys. Oh, and none of you would want it to be that kind of show. I promise you, none of you would want it to be that kind of show. Oh. So, yeah, I got Puff on me right now. She's Puff. Doobie's been just playing. Just doing what Doobie does. And Squeaky's been hiding and sleeping. And he was laying here. And I don't know if they breathe fast. He was laying here. He wasn't panting, but he was breathing fast. So I took my ice bottle off of me and I laid it up against him. He's a senior citizen. You know, he's just a cat to you. Hi. But to me, he's my baby. He's an old man baby, but he's my baby. So, and I'm actually sweating, which is weird, because I don't sweat until it starts to cool down. But, oh darn it. 1, 2, how many more are on me? Bye. Wish my hair would stay straight. Now it wants to do this weird curly stuff. Anyway, I'm probably going to go take a dip in the indoor pool again this morning. I know it's just a bathtub, but it makes me feel happy to call it that. I think it's funny. Oh, and by the way, the back of that chair keeps falling off because I found a place where you're supposed to put bolts in it to keep it on. I don't know where the bolts are that are supposed to go up in there, but yep, there's definitely a place where the bolts are supposed to go. I don't think it even came with it. Like I said, that was the weirdest scam I've ever been caught up in. You get free stuff and you didn't order it? Okay. Someone loves me. Someone does. But he's already been told. He's just been told. Basically, that's not really your business, and I shouldn't really be publicizing that. Alright, fine, just do what you're gonna do. I woke up and it looked like I had gotten like this 80s perm, like if I was not a white woman, my hair would suit me a little bit better. And I'm not being racist. I know that everybody has different types of hair, and I feel that I have I'm not even going to say it. You guys know where I'm going with the conversation. I'm not even going to say it because people are going to say I'm hating on people, and I'm not. But you know where I'm going with that. I have some other ethnic people's hair. That's all I could say about that. Like I said, if anybody were to get all up into anything, they'd be like, "Oh, she's picking on, people because of." No, I'm not. I'm not. I'm just saying, I'm comparing it to somebody else's hair. Oh. And yeah, I know, I had to... Actually, there were no mosquitoes. These ants are everywhere, but I think they're in the house now. After they've gotten in the house, now they're in the house. So, and then I look down my porch, and there are like a whole bunch of anthills right at the steps. I'm like, that's where they're coming from. Great. And you can't stop it. We're on top of their houses. We kicked them out so that we could live in these places. So you can't really stop it. It's just, I guess it's a fact of life. I wonder if I have ant traps with bait in it, but I've had them up for a couple of months. And I wonder if I need to get more. However, they're flying ones, so they wouldn't be crawling in there. I don't know. Google! I wonder if my water bottle's frozen yet. It was completely thawed out, but cold when I put it back in the freezer last night. I'm sorry. I feel like my brain is melting. I feel drunk. I feel very lethargic. All I want to eat is popcorn, and the reason I only want to eat popcorn is it takes zero effort to make it, and it's not hot. Everything else I have to eat is you have to cook it. It's hot. So that's all I want is popcorn. But when I do have it, I got nothing to put on it. I don't have any butter. I run really low on oil. So I'm not wasting it on the popcorn. I'm putting it in the other beans that I'm cooking. Like last night I made, when it cooled down to 79, I made chickpeas and rice. And I found in my freezer a bag with cabbage and carrot and cauliflower and peppers, and I'm like, veggies, because I haven't had veggies in about 4 days because I ran out of the canned ones too, because I was eating them out of the can. And I'm like, yeah, so I put veggies in it. So with the veggies, I didn't really even need so much spice because there's all that other flavor. I don't know how long it's been in there, but it doesn't taste bad. Oh, there was onions in it too. I was like, oh, I've been out of onions. So I was like, yeah. Things that make me happy. Finding a frozen bag of vegetables in my freezer. And it wasn't a bag of frozen vegetables. It had been vegetables that I had chopped up and put in the freezer to use for later. And I didn't know it was there. So, like I said, I don't know how long it was there, but it tastes fine. I did make me a cup of coffee, even though it's really, 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 really hot. I still... You know how me and coffee basically go hand in hand? Because you gotta use your hand to hold the cup. I was thinking about that just as I was saying it too, you guys. But again, like I said yesterday, not in this heat. So I actually did, again, like I said yesterday, I actually did put some grounds in there and am making cold brew. I know, guys. I know. What I'll have to do with that is, and that's going to take hours. They say you usually have to sit it in there for 24 hours. So I guess until that's done, I'll have to, probably could make a bunch of coffee and put it in the fridge. I could make tea. But I don't know why the caffeine from tea hits me differently than the caffeine from coffee. I don't know why. I could drink 20 teas and it won't affect me. Coffee will help. I don't know. Sorry. And yeah, I am an old lady, so I have... That's one of those son of a guns that keep biting me in the side. And they look like ants. But they have wings. And yeah, that one has squished it. But they're not swarming. They're just crawling everywhere. And if I'm in their way, they bite me. One on my bed, my pillow. Don't need to be on my pillow, you son of a gun. I'm gonna Google and see if ant baits will take care of them. Because Google is agreeing with me that they are ants. Old lady pee pads. Now, I don't have them because I pee my bed, because I take my pills, which I need to do because it's 5 o'clock in the morning. Actually, it's probably about 6 now. I have those for days like today and yesterday where I need to cuddle with water sources. and I don't want my bed wet. They are for what you think they are for, but that's not what I use them for. There's just about, I don't know, I find unconventional uses for a lot of stuff. Oh, that'll work. Oh, really? That's not what it's for, Tressa. So, does it work? Yeah. Okay. Whew. That fan up there, my biggest fan up there, I feel like nothing coming off of it. I know it's coming off of it because I can reach up and feel air, but I don't feel it coming on to me. That fan doesn't seem, it does, I can feel a slight little breeze in here, but I don't feel much relief from it. Again, I'm cuddling with blocks of ice and taking a lot of baths and wetting my cats down with my hands, using them as washcloths. Sorry, babies, I love you, but you're not overheating either. And that's something they said on Google, because I'm like, what if my cats like start, Squeaky was laying next to me and he was breathing like, but his mouth was closed, but so he wasn't technically panting. He was breathing like that, and I'm like, he's got to be hot. So I Googled what to do because I got no air conditioning, and Pam said in the comments, we need to get you an air conditioner. I can't afford to have one of those. I can't afford to run one of those. I'm running the fans as it is. I ran my freezer last month that I'd gotten at the yard sales. I ran that, and it was $30 extra. So, and that $30 could do stuff for me. So I can't afford, I could afford to buy one. I can't afford to run the thing. And plus, as far as I know, I don't know. I've only seen them working. As far as I know, they drip water all over the place. That'll bring in lots of stuff, lots of little creatures. As if I'm not living in a jungle already. I found this piece of cloth. I had already started to make a shirt with it, but the bottom of it, I don't know, I tossed it over there because I cut it off because I didn't feel like, oh, Doobie, I'm sorry, baby, I didn't know you were down there. The bottom of it was this thick stuff. And I was like, this shirt would be really comfortable if it didn't have this thick yarn on it. So I'm working on that. And you better leave her alone. She'll beat your butt. Squeaky's been beating your butt too. I have footage of it. And it's going in my video. And yeah, I know I say Abu Paka India Stan in it. And that is not a racist thing either. That is actually an inclusion of a lot of people in about the same area. I don't think Abu Dhabi's close. But I know that there's India and Pakistan, which used to be the same country. So I just put the Abu part in because it sounded like it would fit. Oh, I need to save that. I know it looks like a big scrap of paper, but it's got my mom's handwriting on it. My mom's handwriting they had, both of them had really bad handwriting, apparently. I've never seen their really bad handwriting. I've loved my mom and dad's both handwriting my entire life. My dad taught himself calligraphy, and my mom just changed her handwriting so it wouldn't be bad. And so I've loved both of their hand. They're very unique, very pretty. I don't know if you can see. That's Mom's. I don't know, saving scraps of paper just because she wrote on it isn't going to save me from being sad when she's gone, I guess. I mean, it would be a memory. I guess I could stick that in a book somewhere, and when I'm flipping through, I do that. Every once in a while, I'll be looking through one of my big giant books. I'll go, oh, that was Mom's. I know she ain't gone yet. She's not gone yet. But I'm preparing myself. I mean, they're aging. The batteries don't need to be laying there. Let me check my beans. It could happen any day. I will miss Mom more than I will miss Dad. Though, even though he gets into his grumpy old manness. Oh, that's boiling good. When he's not being the turd he was the other day to my grandnephew, I like him a lot. Now. Anyway, saving scraps of paper, I guess, isn't going to save my heart from hurting when they're gone. And you know, that's a normal process, but my mind thinks about, you got to prepare yourself. I know you're never prepared. I know you're never prepared. Even if you're watching it happen, you're never prepared. But I think I need to start grieving them now so that it doesn't feel as much of an impact when it does happen. Ew, that's weird. That's also where my yogurt lids have been. I did put the other beans on. I mean, I figured this is as cool as it's going to get. And if I leave them to soak some more, then they're going to be ruined. So I put them on to cook, and I'm going to freeze them later. I put what would fit in the juice. That's going to freeze upside down. And you don't want that in this. Instant coffee. Thaw that out and whatever. What I didn't use, or what I couldn't fit in there, went in my rice from last night. And I got about a day's worth of food out of that. Maybe 2. I don't know. But I got about a day's worth of food out of that. Sorry about the pauses. It's suppose I should probably just pause and stop until I have my mind set on what I'm actually going to say next. Oh, that's a cool shirt. I like that. I was playing with makeup with this thing, this pee pad, underneath me one day because, again, if I'm too hot, I'll cuddle with a block of ice. A block of ice does not belong in bed. Anyway, I was putting foundation on, and now, I mean, I washed it, but now it looks like I pooped on it. I 100% guarantee you that's foundation. But I look at that and I'm like, ew, Tressa, that's gross. I really should probably make a couple of cups of coffee and just throw them in the fridge too. You son of a... God, I hate these things. And I've never really experienced it. I don't know, guys. I've never really experienced them before. And this, that's what I'm doing to keep my phone from overheating, because my phone is my entertainment. I'm not even dealing with the tablet because it will, oh well, that water spilt on the floor. I'll have to get a rag, but it will not. It's like, nope, I'm done. Just wetted the cats down. Oh, Charlie hates that. But another reason, I figure, and I just gave them cold water in their bowls. Cold fresh water. I figure, I don't know if they are getting enough water even. So if I wet them down and they lick it off, they're at least getting some water. Again, Google said, same with us. If we wet our hair down, it cools us down. Let me put my ice pack on the back of my phone. Because again, it is 81 degrees already. Especially put the ice pack on it when it's charging, because charging heats your phone up. So I put the water, I put the water on them, again, as another water source. At least they're getting that much hydration. Cats are weird. They'll go for a long time without water. They'll go until they desperately need it. So unless you force them, like putting it on them, they're not going to drink unless they want. I think I read that on Google, or I heard it from Jackson Galaxy. That dude, his life is cats, so worse than mine. So that's the only thing I can think of to do for them. I mean, I could put out sources for them to lay on, like the ice cubes that I lay on, but will they do it? Will they? No. And again, Google says 80 degrees and higher is too hot for a cat, even though they love hot. And if it gets up to 100, which it was close to yesterday, then it's dangerous for them. So I'm trying to do what I can to keep them cooled down. And I'm not going to put screenshots in about all this stuff that I've Googled. Because you know what? I've Googled probably just about everything in the entire world. My Google history is... They'll look at that and go... Everybody looks at me and goes, what's wrong with that woman? Like, I did have a comment. And I don't know if they were joking or if they were, like, serious. The comment was, who is this knot? Well, I took it as, who's this freak coming across my screen? Why are you here? But it may have been, who are you? You're weird. I like that. I don't know. You can't tell how people feel over the internet. You can't hear their tone of voice. Who is this nut? I don't know. I don't even know who I am. Actually, I know who I am. And it's a whole lot of, I'm here now to do what I want. Seriously. I've conformed. I've worked. I've been a daughter. I've been a mother. Now I'm me. Unapologetically me. And that rant came from the fact that Google would probably, like I said, anybody look at my Google history and they'd be like, who the heck is this? Why are you looking that up? I mean, you just get a question in your head, so you Google it. Isn't that normal? Isn't that what people do? You look it up if you have a question? Or you at least ask somebody? And the only thing is if you ask somebody, what they'll do is the same thing you can do. Like I said yesterday, Google it. Or get yourself an encyclopedia from 1964. Which I think that's where our set of encyclopedias came from, was 1964. But we had the whole set. It was green and white. I think it was Britannica. And I think it was a wedding gift to my parents from one of their sets of parents. So, I don't know. They were married in 68 because the sibling was born in 69. She thinks that's cool. 69. You're nothing but a big... You're a dumb... There I go again, calling people dumb and stupid. Like I said, I call myself dumb and stupid. I did put coffee on to put in the fridge for later because I'm gonna need that. It's helping keep the headache away. I guess I'm not having an issue talking. I'm just having an issue thinking about things to talk about. I'm keeping an eye on these guys. They worry me. They go huddle up somewhere and hide. And where in this house is cooler than where we are right now? I'd like to know that because I'd like to sit in it myself. They find them. They find them. Dark rooms, shadows, underneath things. I don't know how that's cooler, but it apparently is. Oh. Eyeballs are itching. Meds. Okay, I did see Puff just now taking a drink of water, so there's, at least I know she's having, because I just fed them. 6 o'clock, they're hungry. It's the usual time. I made a couple cups of coffee and I put them in a tin, and I call it a tin. I think it's a pour over coffee pot. But you use it for camping. I don't have the lid for it. which is the only part I think I don't have for it. But when I don't have something to make quick coffee, I'll use that thing. Or I'll use that top of it to put on that blue thing. Now, I don't normally use that blue thing because there's only me in the house, and there's no reason I need to be making that much coffee. There's no reason that I would be needed to make that much coffee without a coffee maker. As in, people aren't showing up in, groups stopping by for a cup of coffee. So there's no reason for that much coffee. But I still have it. Dad just puts his on the burner all day long, and that's that. But that's Dad. He's his own person, I guess. Flies now too. Yeah. I'm actually gonna have to change the ice pack. It's already warmed up. It's probably because the battery is warm. There's another one of them frickin' ants. Ha ha. Ha ha. Ha ha. I'm the queen of this world. Don't forget that. Well, you can't remember it anyway because you're gone. I eliminated you. So, whew. This old girl, Pam said it was disgustingly, and she said it was as hot there. She said it was 94 there as it's 94 here, so we're having South Carolina weather, or they're having Michigan weather. Though we're having South Carolina weather because we don't get that warm. We haven't had a real winter since I think like almost 30 years. Alana's 28. And I remember her going out and having to wear like rabbit skin hats and stuff like that because it was so dang cold to take her to the bus, and not caring that I was wearing a rabbit skin hat. And now we're getting other people's weather, warm weather from Arizona and the Carolinas and Texas and all. Probably not Texas. I think Texas is a little more dry. And I think Arizona is also a little more dry. And I think like the Carolinas where Pam and them got more of a humidity factor. I think Texas isn't even really, well, no. It's got to be. Never mind. I was going to say, I don't think it's really close to like an ocean or anything, but most of it's like, half of it isn't, but most other half is like engulfed. It's like Michigan. How Michigan has like from the thumb all the way around the pinky area is water, and then all down by Detroit and stuff like that is sewage. No, it's more inland. They don't get lake effect as bad as we do there. I'll be standing in snow up to my waist, and they got snow maybe up to their ankles down there. And that's because we have lake effect like crazy up here. But they don't. But I'd rather have lake effect than go down there and be with a huge group of people and have my neighbors up my butt. I got neighbors I can see, but they're far enough away. Like a good neighbor, stay over there. I'll probably get a copyright for that one too. That's a joke I saw many years ago. Many years ago. That'll be gone soon. That's my shot of caffeine. I did take my pills. I think I said that. Going through my head. A, on what I said, and B, on what I've done. What have you done, Tressa? What have you done? Oh! What is that? Oh, dang ants. That's doing a real good job. I have not been moisturizing my face. I have different skin in the wintertime than I do in the summertime. The wintertime, it is dry as a desert. The air is dry as a desert, and I crack and peel and flake. So I need more moisturizer. Right now in the summertime, this beautiful dewy look, that's what I get. I know, it's called sweat, isn't it? They like to give it names like dewy. No, it's sweat. Sorry, girls sweat too. Girls sweat. Oh. Man, you men are lucky you don't have to go through girlhood. I've said that many times before. The only part of life you have to do is the fun part. The rest of it's on us and our bodies. And if you think that you suffer from anything, yeah, you probably do. You get the manhood cancer and that kind of stuff. And you can also get breast cancer. Men can get breast cancer. They have the glands. They can't produce milk, but they have the glands. Oh. But you don't have to go through the intense amount of pain that we have to. And then we have to deal with your crap. But that's what we're built for. A natural woman's body is built to make children. That's what we're here for. Hate to say that. A natural man's body is built to take care of those. To take care of the woman and the child, as in the children, as in bringing home the bacon. Your bodies are built for physical activity. Our bodies are built for making more people. So we may both be human, but we are definitely two different animals. And that's why men think women are crazy. I'll tell you absolutely, you are absolutely right. Any natural born woman is BS crazy. For no reason at all. Because we can. We are all in the head. Some of us just show it a little better than some of us just show it, some of us hide it. But we're all nuts. And I've compared the men and the women to cats and dogs. Women are absolutely meows. Oh my gosh, will they cat fight? And it isn't just a little, it doesn't have to be a physical cat fight. They will meow at each other. Yeah. Like Doobie will walk past Charlie, and Charlie just look at, and Doobie will be like, "What'd I do?" And then she'll go bite her butt. Or try to. Charlie ain't having any of that. And men are dogs. You know, if you can't eat it or pee on it, F it. No, if you can't eat it or F it, pee on it. That's my assessment of human beings. And I say natural born because there are people that and I'm touching on this subject a little tiny bit, but there are people that are born into different bodies. And I accept that, and I see it, and I know that. But internally, you are still different. And that's not a mark against you. That's not anything against you. It's just I know that you're still built differently internally. Even though you feel differently here, your mechanisms inside are the same. And I don't think there's anything that can change that, even if you take hormones and stuff like that. Sorry to say that. And if I knew somebody that was, I would still respectfully call them by the gender that they chose to be, or not chose to be, but I don't know. It's not a choice. I know. I understand that. I have a hard time thinking of words for things like that because I don't want to offend somebody, because it's not I'm not trying to be offensive. So if you were born a man and you were saying you're a gal, I'll be like, she. So I would respectfully call you that. If I respected you as a human being. Otherwise, you'd probably be called an MF. I don't care what gender you are. But, so I'm going to get off that subject before my mouth decides to say something that because I don't have a filter and it just comes out. Stuff just comes out. And then again, it comes out offensive, and I didn't mean it offensive. That's another reason why I Google some stuff, is because, like the totem pole thing yesterday, I realized where that could be offensive. So I Googled it. Again, I'm not trying to be. I will be offensive to people if they're offensive to me. I'll give it right on back to them. And if you got something wrong with you, I'll let you know. And I'll let the entire world know, and I'll point it out, and I'll say it very crass. But that's when you get into my beehive. If you just let me be a nice person, I'll be a nice person to you. I'll whatever. I may have fixed the washer. I'm going to wait until about, because I think, what is it, Tuesday now? Hi, Squeaky baby. We're already dry. Hello, my handsome. I'm going to wait until like Tuesday or Wednesday. Maybe Friday. I know I have all these clothes to do, but I want to make sure, because stuff smells so bad. But Adobe, you're under my feet all the time, baby. Don't want to get hurt. I'm lucky I felt your fur. Regular clear PVC cement. Hopefully that'll stand up in the water pressure. But I glued, found this little rubbery like hose. It's like the quality of a bendy straw. So I'm not sure about how this is going to work. I might just have to buy a longer hose. And I glued it to this. And it still smells like it. That's why I don't want to try it out yet. But I glued it in, I put the glue inside there, put that on it, and then glued around the edge. And so it tastes like nail polish remover. So as you just seen, it doesn't seem to have leaks in it. And then I did that. Sorry about my floor, guys. I did that here too. If that's gonna hold up, I don't frickin' know. That's why when you see my video, part of the video here when the cats are fighting, there's that on the floor. Because I was trying to get one of these clamps. Now, I like these ones. And I don't know why it's got an extra giant key on it, but I like these clamps because you could just twist them. And this one, you have to have a special tool to pinch it. So I was taking that. I had my hammer in my hand and I walked away from it. And I'm like, okay, I'm not going back in that back room. So I grabbed the wrench and I started pounding it on there. And then I yanked at the cord, or the two pieces. They came apart like so easily. It wasn't even funny. I'm like, all right. And I didn't have and don't have the money for, at the moment, more clamps. And I need the laundry done before I can go get more clamps. So hopefully that will work. That's not even PVC, so good luck, Tressa. I can't find my shoe glue. And if I could find my shoe glue, then it would, hey, tea tree oil. Maybe that'll keep the frickin' things off of me. But if I can find my shoe goop, then I could coat it with that, and it'll never come apart at those seams ever. And I am going to put on some tea tree oil. Maybe that's cool enough to. Just a second. The cats are going to hate that I have it on. They don't like the smell of it either. But it smells like a cleaning product to me. But the bugs don't like it. And I do put it in my cleaning products. Ugh, I don't like the smell of this stuff. But, you know, if it works, if it keeps them off, you know, they could fly around the house. They can fly around the house all they want. If they're landing on me, they can go to heck. H-E double hockey sticks. Which they do, because I squish them when they land on me. You know, it smells like a mix between very concentrated pine sol and black licorice. Neither one are very pleasant. Some people like it. I think tea tree oil, the smell of it, is a lot like cilantro, or what is that? Well, what is the other word they use for it? There's another word, but and it's genetic, and I love this stuff. So, some people cannot stand this stuff. It tastes like soap. It's nasty and blah, blah. Some people love it, and it tastes like, to me, it tastes like enhanced celery. Like celery that has I don't know, just more of a punch to it. That's what it tastes like to me. Cilantro. As a matter of fact, I am addicted to that stuff called Rotel, Rotel. It's tomatoes and chilies, and they're cut together and they're in a can. One of the ingredients is cilantro. So if you love Rotel, it's probably because you love cilantro. But I think that tea tree oil is the same way. You either love it, because some people actually like the smell of that, which is cool by me, or you don't like it at all. There's no in between, like, oh, I can live with that. But that's just my philosophy on it, or I don't know, even know if it's a philosophy or whatever. It's just my thoughts on it. Okay. It's getting hotter. My mind is getting jumbled up. So I am going to say, have a good day. I'll see you later.